out of order,
out of
not
order,
working
not
properly
working
or
properly.
broken. Sometimes the photocopier
Sometimes
at
the
school
photocopier at
will
school
have this
will
sign
have
on
this
it. It will
sign on
say
it. It
out
will
of
say
order,
out of order,
awaiting repair.
awaiting repair.
And usually the
And
repair
usually the
person
repair
comes the same
person
day
comes
at
the
our
same
school,
day
which is very,
at
very
our
nice.
school, which is very
But
nice. But
this is not the sign that you want to see on the photocopier when you really need to make some copies.
Really want to make
So
some
again, if
copies.
something
Again, if
is out of
something
order,
is out
it's
of order,
not
it's
working
not
properly,
working
or it
properly,
is broken.
or it is broken.
And I want to tell you
And I
this,
wanted
though.
to tell you this though.
We use this
We
for
use this for
photocopiers or
photocopier
elevators, things that we share publicly. But if your car is broken, you just say your car is broken down or your car is broken. We don't use the phrase out of order for our personal things for some reason. Like the vending machine can be out of order, and you can't buy a chocolate bar or a can of pop. The elevator, the photocopier. I really think we only use this phrase for things we share. But you wouldn't use it for your car. Out of stock. Not available because the store has sold all of that item. This is disappointing. When you go to a store because something is on sale, sometimes you'll get there and they'll say sold out or out of stock. Sorry, these products are out of stock. We no longer have them. If you're lucky, they'll give you a rain check. A rain check is a piece of paper or something they'll give you digitally on an app that allows you to buy that item at the sale price later. But it doesn't just have to be sale items. Sometimes normal things are also out of stock. You go to buy something and they don't have it. It's out of stock. Out of luck. Out of luck. When you're out of luck, you're unlikely to succeed or unable to get what you wanted. So we have in the picture a very sad person because they came. Apparently, they couldn't buy tickets online for this event. They came to the ticket booth and it says sold out. So they're out of luck. There are no more tickets. They're out of luck. They were unable to get what they wanted. Jen and a few of my kids wanted to go to the Ed Sheeran concert. But I told them, you're out of luck. I'm not buying tickets that are that expensive. So it doesn't just have to be with tickets. Let's say there was something on sale, or let's say someone was selling a car for a really good amount of money, and you called them and said, hey, I'm interested in the car. They might say, hey, you're out of luck. I've just sold it to someone else. So out of luck, unlikely to succeed or unable to get what you want. Out of control, unable to be managed Now you can be driving a car, and suddenly you hit ice, and then your car is out of control, and you can't go in the direction that you want. Sometimes when people get very emotional or upset, we say, he's out of control. He's out of control. Calm him down. That's why at bars they have bouncers, so that if a customer starts to get out of control, starts to do things they're not supposed to do, they can kick them out. So when you are out of control, or when something is out of control, you are unable to be managed or stopped, or that thing is unable to be managed or stopped. Out of time, having no time left to finish something. A couple of these phrases have to do with that. I'll talk about out of money later. We sometimes use the out of phrase to indicate that we no longer have something. So you can be out of milk, you can be out of money, you can be out of time. So we are not out of time for this live stream. I have lots of time to do this English lesson today. So we are not out of time. But let's say you're writing a test. And the teacher says you have 2 hours to write the test. At 1 hour and 59 minutes in, you're almost out of time. And then when 2 hours has passed, you'll be out of time. Out of practice. Not as skilled as before because you have not done something recently. You can tell. Sorry, you can tell this image is AI generated because apparently he's already hit the ball and the tee, and he hasn't even swung yet. He's winding up to swing. He's really out of practice. But let's say there's something you enjoy doing. I enjoy archery, and I just started again a month ago. But I'm out of practice. I'm having trouble getting the arrow hit the
hit the
target.
target.
Maybe you really enjoy playing volleyball, but you haven't played
and you
for a
haven't
few
played
years.
for a few years.
And if someone
And if
says, "Hey,
someone
do you want to
says,
play
"Hey, do you want to
volleyball
play
with us tonight?"
volleyball?"
You might say, "Well, I'm out of
Well,
practice.
I'm out of practice.
It's been a while."
It's been a while.
But yes, I will
yes.
come out. So when you are out
When
of
you are
practice,
out of
you're not
practice,
as
you're not
skilled
as
as
skilled
before
as before
because you have not
because you
done
have not
something
done
for,
something
or you have not done something recently. I was
recently.
going to change the definition there. Out of touch.
Out of touch.
No longer informed about what is happening or no longer in contact with someone. So there's two meanings here.
There are two meanings here.
If you went to a business and they had this sign in the entranceway, like just a grocery store or something, you would say they're out of touch. Like the pandemic is over. You don't need to wear a mask anymore at the grocery store. So I would say they are out of touch.
I would say they're out
You
of
can
touch.
also use it the second way, where I can say, yeah, I've been out of touch.
I've been out of touch. I haven't talked to my brother for
6 months.
6 months.
I should really call him because we've been out of touch for too long. So again, listen to how I'm saying this, out of touch. But when I say it quickly, I say out of touch. Same with some of the earlier phrases. Out of focus.
Out of focus. Out of focus.
Out of order.
Out of order. Out of order.
So you sometimes can speed it up.
Speed it up.
Out of order.
Out of order.
With that one, I do
hit
the F.
We do
Because order starts with a vowel. Did you hear that? Out of stock.
Out of stock.
Out of order.
Out of order.
Out of stock.
Out of stock.
Out of order. Yeah.
Out of order.
If you have a vowel. Sometimes I learn things as I'm teaching them.
As I'm teaching them.
Out of date.
Out of date.
So, I had a family member who had a job, and they were always complaining about the computer that they had to use at work because it was out of date. I didn't realize that right away until they started talking about Windows 95 or Windows 98.
Windows 95, Windows 98.
I was like, what? Is that computer out of date?
It is computer out of date.
So when something is out of date, it is old and no longer current or useful.
Current or useful.
If your computer
looks like this,
it's probably out of date.
It's probably out of date.
It's probably time to get a new computer. Even has a CD-ROM drive or a DVD player down there, and it takes 3.5 inch floppy disks. Wow, and that's probably like 13 or 14 inch.
It's not even a flat screen.
Out of date. Old and no longer current or useful. Out of money.
Out of money.
Having no money
left to spend. This is
a common widespread use of the out of structure. When you no longer have something. You can be out of milk. You can be out of money. You can be out of time. You can be out of laundry detergent. You can be out of
You can be out of touch
because you haven't done the dishes. So when you no longer have something, like when it's something you normally have and it has run out, is another phrase. You can use the out of to describe that situation. So if you're out of money, no money left to spend, out of time, you have no time left. Out of energy. So this is similar as well. Feeling very tired and without strength. I went to graduation on Wednesday night. That was the last thing I had to do for this school year. And then yesterday morning, even though I slept in, I was out of energy. I was exhausted. I was feeling very tired and had no strength. Okay, that's an exaggeration. I had strength, but I definitely feeling very tired. So when you are out of energy, this usually happens at the end of a long day or at the end of the week when you come home on Friday. You might say to someone, I'm just out of energy. I worked so hard this week. I need to have a nap. Out of line or out of line. Behaving in a way that is rude, inappropriate, or unacceptable. When kids throw things at other kids in the classroom, they are out of line. They are breaking the rules. They are doing something that they are not supposed to do. Even in a formal meeting. Maybe there's a meeting, and when you want to speak, you need to raise your hand in order to go to the microphone. And if you just walk up and start talking, that would be out of line. That's not the proper order or the proper way to do things. So, out of line, behaving in a way that is rude, inappropriate, or unacceptable. Sometimes in the chat, people get out of line, and then I have to put them in a time out. Out of place, not belonging or seeming unusual in a particular situation. So yes, I did use
So yes, I
AI
did use
to
AI
generate some
to
of the
generate
images. I
the
wanted
images.
an image of a person wearing a t-shirt
Wearing a
and jeans
t-shirt, jean,
because here they're
because here
underdressed because they're in a
because
room with
in the
all
room
people
all
wearing
people
suits,
wearing suits,
and they probably
feel
place.
out of place.
When you are
When
out of
you
place,
are out of
you
place,
don't
you
feel
don't
like you
feel like
belong in
you
that
belong in that
situation. So
situation.
if you go
to
a place like
a
this,
place like
and
this
you wear a
and you
t-shirt
wear a
and jeans,
t-shirt and jean,
it's going to be
it's gonna be
something where
something
you're
where
not
you're not belonging
and
or
you're seeming
unusual in a particular
situation.
situation.
This is my
This is
biggest
my
fear in life.
biggest
when
fear
I
in
have to
life
go
when I have to go
somewhere where I
somewhere where I don't normally go.
What do I wear?
It's
very,
very tricky
sometimes
sometimes
to know what to wear
because
because I don't want to feel out of place.
I don't want
be the
to be the
person
person
who looks
who
different.
looks different,
Out of work,
out of work,
without a job and
out of
looking
job
for
and
work.
looking for work.
This has never
This
happened.
is never
No,
hap-
this kind of did
This
happen
kind
to
of
me
did
once.
happen to
There
me
was a
once.
there was one point in my life where I was out
when I
of
was
work.
out of
It
work.
was a weird
It's a
situation.
weird
I should make a
situation. I should make a video
about it. We're
about
talking
it.
like
We talk about
30 years ago,
30 years ago,
a long time ago.
a long
I was
time
out
ago.
of
I
work.
was out of work.
So I had no job.
So
and
I
was
had no
looking
job.
for a
I was
job.
looking for a job.
This happens
This
in
happens
life.
in life.
Sometimes when university
university
students
students come home,
they want a job
they
for
want
the
a
summer
job
and they
for
can't
the
find
summer.
one and
They
they're out
can't
of work.
find another one.
And you really think
And you
they should
really
get a
think
job.
they should
That's
get a
usually what
job.
parents
That's usually
think.
what
But
parents
anyways,
think.
another one
Another way
similar to out of time, out of energy. This person no longer has work to do. So they're out of work. Which means they need to find a job. Out of business.
Out of business.
Permanently closed and no longer operating. Now, the most common time we see this phrase is when you see this sign. And this is something that happens before a store goes out of business. They will often have a going out of business sale. So if there's a store and they are going to close the store, the person is no longer going to run the store. They might say to people, we're going out of business next month, or we're going to have a going out of business sale. We're going to sell everything for cheaper so that the store is empty when we eventually close it. So out of business means permanently closed and no longer operating. Is that store still on Main Street? No, they went out of business. They're no longer there.
Go out of business.
Or let's go to Joe's Restaurant.
Let's go to Joe's Restaurant.
Didn't you hear?
Did you hear?
They're out of business.
They went out of business.
You can't go there
We can't go there anymore.